Hey everybody, so another episode of my 5 haunting questions, and today I'm really chuffed. I'm really happy to have Mary Lynn and Mike from Psychics Paranormal. They've agreed to do the 5 haunting questions, and I won't waste any time because time is precious, so I'm going to let them on now. Hey Mary Lynn! So there's Mary Lynn and oh no, he's late. Oh, there he is. He's late again. So there he is. No,
he's not consistent.
No, that's right. So guys, welcome in and thank you so much for doing this for me. So I just wondered if you can tell everybody, my first question is always, who are you? What do you do? And where's your channel and all that sort of thing. So who wants to go first? Oh, Mike. Mike, who are you?
Okay. Well, I don't know if you could see from my name. I'm Dorf Dillinger, and so we have a podcast called Sidekicks, PSY Sidekicks Paranormal, and we are also in the process of creating our own show. Made for television, and that's going to be, we should have like a little something to show everybody at your Virginia City. So
excellent.
Yes, so we're very excited for that, and we're always working on stuff, but the premise of the show is Marilyn, who will introduce herself in just a moment. She is a topless dancer turned psychic, and yes, and she is also a paranormal investigator, and she is the real deal, and I am the young blood that is curious and wants to learn, and she's basically
the topless dancer.
Yeah, she's showing me the ropes and the pole. So yeah.
Oh gosh, Mary Lynn, how do you do it?
So tell us a lot.
So what about you, Mary Lynn?
Well, as Mike said, I am a psychic medium. However, I'm not a pole dancer and I'm not a topless dancer. Not yet anyway. So
no.
Right. Yeah. Psychic medium. I work with individuals, groups, and companies and stuff like that. And we're also a Reiki master and a certified crystal healer, and helping people just get their balances and stuff like that. So like Mike said, we are in the process of filming for the show, and it's definitely a different take on the paranormal. What is our motto is where paranormal is fun, or where paranormal is real and fun.
Yep. And I must admit, Mike has the attitude that he's spoken to me about it before, that even though you're dead, you still need to have a laugh. So, exactly. What stops us needing to have a giggle? Oh, golly. So look, Mary Lynn, I'll start with you. In regard to the paranormal and the gift that you have, it must have been, I'm assuming, a very young age. So what happened? What was your experience that made you think, oh my goodness, this isn't normal?
Well, I was actually 4 years old, and I was sitting out on the front porch, and I was petting the cat. And I was also talking to the lady that was standing there talking to me. And my mom came out and she said, "What are you doing?" And I told her I was petting the cat and talking to, I can't remember her name because I was too young, but told her name. And she said, "There's nobody there." But there was. And I kept talking to her several days in a row. So come to find out, the lady that was coming to visit the house that we had just moved into was the lady across the street. Her mom had passed away. She used to live in the house we were in. The daughter moved to the mom's house, and then we took over the daughter's house. So she was coming to visit me because she had a daughter that was my same age. So we found out that I was able to communicate at the age of 4.
Wow. And Mike,
yes,
I kind of know your story, and some people may, but do retell the famous sprinkler story, which got you interested in the paranormal, because that was pretty spooky, I would imagine, for a young kid.
It was, because, at the time my body was going through changes. And
Be warned, everybody. This is Mike.
This is
so
Mike.
I was 18-ish. I don't quite remember, but I was in a band at the time, actually, and we had finished recording all night, and it was like 3 a.m. We were in a celebratory mood, me and my 2 other compatriots, Sean and Baron. And Sean was my age. Baron was, I think, a year younger. So we're all young. I think I was driving. I think I had the car. And by car, that was a stretch. It was a Hyundai Accent. Power everything, manpower. At the windows, you still had to do this,
It was like a Flintstone car.
Exactly. Yeah. Even the Flintstone would have been like, no. So I'll wait for a newer model. So we were obviously, by the description of the car and by our age, you would guess that we were very poor. So we decided we were hungry. The only place that we could find that we could get food was a Jack in the Box. I don't know if they have those in Australia.
No, they don't. But I have been to a Jack in the Box,
Okay,
and
I
it was
think-
okay.
Yeah, Jack, I mean it's late night munchy food. I think in Australia they call them Jackies down under. I don't know. So we stop there, we get some cheap food, but because it's so late, you can't go in. And we weren't ready to go into the house yet because we didn't want to eat in the house because people were sleeping. His parents, we were going to Sean's house to spend the night, and so we stopped at a park that was just happened to be in the area, not a place we had ever been before. And it's for anybody that's familiar with Las Vegas, it is the park that is next to the Sam Boyd Stadium. There's a massive park that has a children's playground. It has a baseball diamond, and then the rest of the park is pretty much just like 6 or 7 soccer fields all put together. And then in the very, very back, there is a like an RC car racing place for people. I went down there with one of my chickens, and it just ran away. So that's but so here we are. It's like 3 a.m. We're out, we're eating, and we started kind of walking into the playground. And before long, we're eating our 99-cent tacos, and we're playing on the swings, and we're laughing and giggling. And for me, that's pretty normal, but for the other 2, that is very unnormal. They are almost emotionless in life. Okay. And it just kind of hit us that we are, 18, 19 somethings laughing and giggling on a play set at, 3 a.m. And it just all of a sudden, like, it's one of those things where you instantly realize that you kind of feel like you're being manipulated. Right. So we go, this is kind of weird. So at that point we get up and we stop and we start kind of walking around because the place just starts to feel weird. It's just a weird feeling. So we walk into the soccer park, and as we walk through basically one section of the soccer field, behind us, all the sprinklers start coming on. And we're like, well, that's strange, but okay, it's 3 a.m. Maybe that's when they do their water. I don't know. And then we continue to walk, and then we go into the next section of the football field. And then those sprinklers come on and the other sprinklers go off. And this kind of goes on until we make it until about halfway through this massive park. And at that point, we're like, man, something doesn't feel right. My friend, Baron, he's the youngest of all of us. He swears he saw something that looked like it was on stilts. It was the only way he could kind of describe it. And we were like, at this point, we're like, I think we need to turn around. The second we decide, we agree that now is the time to turn around, we start making the motion, and all of the sprinklers over the entire park just boom, blast on. And we're stuck in the middle of it. So, we get out of there, we head home. There's just this weird feeling with us. We get to Sean's house. The second we get out of the car, We're going by his front lawn. His sprinklers come on. Again, we're like, this is like 3:30 in the morning at this point, maybe 4 in the morning. We get inside and we try to go to sleep, and there's, doors slamming. There's TVs coming on and off. There's just nightmares. I mean, it was just really just crazy, just activity that none of us could explain. We were all so freaked out. The very next day, that afternoon, we decided, like, we just can't have this anymore. We go to leave. As we leave, his front sprinklers come on again. And now we're talking like, I don't know, 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Just weird, right? And we go back to the park. We get to the park because at this point we're beyond concerned, but at the same time we're not really sure if it's just us being weird and tired. You just don't know. We get to the park, and anytime we've gotten near the grass or stepped on grass, the sprinklers have gone off. So we're really like concerned to re-enter the park. So we kind of walk along the park. Like there's a sidewalk that kind of goes all the way around this massive park. So we're walking on the sidewalk, trying to kind of get back to the area that we were at when we had decided to turn around. It was kind of the area we wanted to go back to. But at some point we know that we have to step on the grass, but we're kind of being big babies about it, to be honest. And finally, I'm just like, this is stupid. This is we're being ridiculous. Let's just get there. I put one foot on the grass. The second I put my foot down, all the goddamn sprinklers come on. All of them. I ran so fast back to the car. I lost a shoe. I mean, I never even went back for it. You know what I mean? And we took off. But after that, we didn't have any more issues. So I don't know, maybe we just dropped it right back off to where it came from. But that was when I knew just maybe there's something out there that is more than what you can see with your own little eyeballs.
That's when you think about it, that's a little bit of a terrifying story because, like, obviously, I guess something followed you guys back and was still with you. And then, yeah, like you say, maybe you dropped it back off the next day.
I mean,
you must one day you must research that park and see if anything odd has ever occurred there.
I mean, I wish I could have just talked to an old dead grandma or, fed a cat to an ATM or something. No, I had to get spooky stilts, man.
Yeah, spooky stilts, man, and drenched by sprinklers.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's an interesting story. That's pretty scary. I think I like your story better, Mary Lynn. A little pretty cat, and that's much easier. Actually, Mary Lynn, with you, do you ever have any of these people wake you up at night and you've got to say, "Could you leave me alone? I'm tired." Do you ever have?
Yeah, I'll be laying there and I turn and I open my eyes and there's faces right there. So I've had to set boundaries to where they're not allowed to come in my bedroom. So cool. It's me taking control of that and not allowing it. So if there's times that I forget, they do wake me up, and sometimes I'll be standing at the foot of the bed and I'm just like.
So you're the real live Jennifer Love Hewitt, Ghost Whisperer. I used to love that show. She's gorgeous too. But I digress. So look, this is around the time I ask my silly question. And I don't know. I'll ask Mike the silly question first. Yeah, because I'm going to ask. Even Dave Schrader is going to get this one thrown at him. Briefs, boxes, commando, or boxer briefs? Which do you prefer?
Oh, prefer? That's really easy. Elephant thong. That's my preference.
There's another one to add to my list.
Yeah.
I just learned there was such a thing as a boxer brief.
Yeah. But if I don't have access to, my elephant thong, then boxer brief, because I like them snug, and I like the I like the fact that it also has just a little bit of length, because you want to. I don't like it when you catch a draft in there, and it prevents the draft.
Or it rides up your bottom.
Yeah, I get enough of that from the thong,
Well, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where does one buy an elephant thong?
Spencer's Gifts, mostly. Yeah.
Oh dear.
But you can also go to thongs.com or thongs. Any one of those will work.
Ask a silly question. You're not getting away with it. I always ask the ladies this because this is what I ask. When you get home, you've had a long day doing whatever you do, Mary Lynn, is the first thing you do kick off your shoes and go, oh, that's great, and leave it at that? Or do you reach in and do the thing through the T-shirt and fling the bra as well and go, I'm free?
I free the girls.
Yeah, free the girls. Yeah, it's always good. Yeah.
Well, it's me. I work from home, so I get to kind of
free the girls a lot. Which takes us back to your first job, the pole dancing, the topless. Yeah,
just practicing.
Oh gosh! Now, because you do live in Las Vegas, and sometimes it can be a hot spot, and of course you're not all that far from Area 51. You kind of are a bit far from Area 51, but you're in the same vicinity.
Yeah.
What do you think about aliens, you guys? Do you think we're being visited by aliens? Do you think there's no such thing? What are your thoughts? Or even just UFOs?
Go, you answer first.
I think it's all out there. Yep, it is all out there. We cannot be the only thing that's here. So the way I imagine it is, look at an ant farm. You can see the ones that in the glass, you can see them all running around. We have people that are just things that are watching us doing our running around. So we're in an ant farm. So that's
what I kind of imagine too. Yep. Yeah, we're just a little science experiment.
We are.
But, some of us are better than others, so we'll probably survive. What do you reckon, Mike?
I think it's the existence of extraterrestrial beings is unequivocal. There's no way they can't exist. The universe is too vast. There's too much unknown. And I think I kind of gave you this example already once, but I'm going to give it to you again. Take like an Aboriginal tribe that has never, they're still finding tribes that didn't even know existed, right? So they've spent thousands upon thousands of years just segregated, have no idea that other men exist, right? And then here we come, right? Now, maybe we found them via drone, right? And night vision. And we said, oh crap, there's a tribe down there of, primitive beings. They look up, all they see is some sort of UFO to them. It's a magical flying thing.
Yep.
They've never seen it before. We could probably go their entire lifetime observing them, and they will never actually get to see us because of the way our technology is just so much more advanced than their sticks and stones that they have right now. Right? Maybe they'll try to shoot an arrow and shoot it out of the sky if they see a drone or something along those lines, but they may or may not ever see a camera. They don't know what Wi-Fi is, right? So we have all these ways of observing them in every capacity, and they have absolutely no way of identifying us, right? So there's no reason to believe that an alien entity, a life form, couldn't do the exact same thing to us.
Well, and that's a really good example, because right now, as we know, there are tribes, there are peoples out there in the world, and even still, I believe in the Amazon, there's tribes that have never seen white men,
never interacted.
So that's I like that analogy. I think that's really clever. You're clever too, Mike.
Weird.
Who knew? So, look, I've asked you nearly all of them. So the last question is primarily, what's coming up for you guys in the next, 12 months or even in the next few weeks? What's coming up that you want to tell people about, keep their eye out for? what have you got on board? Tell us everything you want people to know so they find you. For your channel and stuff. Your channel and stuff. Not find you.
I'm hoping to get a thumbs up for my proctology exam. Well, let's see here. I guess I'll start it off and then I'll let Marilyn kind of finish it up here. So we have coming up next. I'm going. Do you know the Searchers?
Yes, I do. That's Shane Pittman.
Yes,
isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, Shane Pittman, Josh Purvis. I'll be joining them in just like a week or two to help them do some filming, not for us, but for them. So I can kind of learn a little bit more of what's kind of going on behind the camera. And then in March, we will be in Louisiana, where we will be a part of the Paracon there. And we are going to, where do we plan on doing some?
We have the Magnolia Plantation is something that we're looking at right now, trying to book that to do some filming.
Yes.
So we're in the process of getting that set up.
With hopefully we can take a little quick pit stop in New Orleans too, because I still really want to do that. I think that'd be a lot of fun. That's in March. April, we actually will be our first time of the year in Virginia City.
With Tara's event, yeah.
With the WashoCon.
We will be there. We'll do a little bit of filming there as well. After that's April. May is when I do Gold Rush, which is an auto detailing rally. So I literally follow high-end exotic McLarens, Lamborghinis, Bugattis. This year I'll be following them from Boston all the way down to Boca Raton, Florida. So it'll be basically 8 days straight of washing 60 vehicles a night. And I think Marilyn's going to be joining me on that. Because
is that a joke, Marilyn? I wouldn't be washing 60 cars a night. I hope that's a joke. That's a joke.
We can make really good money doing it, and we were able to kind of funnel that money back into our production. So yeah, so it's going to kind of all that money. Yeah, so we're really excited.
Hard work. That's good.
Yeah.
My part of it will be I get to do the QC part of it, so I'm not the one detailing.
No, she will be. She'll be just detailing. We're going to make her clean all of the exhaust pipes.
In the Daisy Duke shorts.
Yeah. That's in May. June is going to be Alabama Bigfoot.
Ooh.
We're doing an Alabama Bigfoot convention. And I'm really excited for this one because every vendor, every speaker is all about cryptids, which isn't really something that we've touched on yet in our show. And we're really kind of excited to do some filming out there and just to kind of get to meet some of those people in that field. So we're really excited for that. That's in June. July, we are going to have Virginia City. Yes.
Virginia City, yes. Oh, well, you're not going to have me, but you're going to see me in Virginia City.
Right. You'll be there. We'll be there. We're really excited for that. That will be in the beginning of our July. And then in the second part of July, we will be going to Gettysburg.
Oh, wow.
For a Paracon out there. And we're going to try to do some filming in Gettysburg. So we're really excited for that too. That's July. August right now is we're open. August, September. Right now we're looking at Atlanta, which is in Atlanta. It's a Atlanta Paracon, and we'll be going to film some podcasts at that point.
So in September, aren't you going to be in England on a Disneyland cruise?
We were hoping to.
You had to cancel.
It doesn't look like it's going to happen, at least not in September. The reason is there's only one cruise going at that time. And the timing just doesn't work. So, but we may look at, we have August free, so we may try to do something in August.
Yes.
Well, we're also kind of throwing it around for August, possibly doing something there in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Given Las Vegas the history of Las Vegas and all the mobs and all the stuff, and like from way back when it first started, I think you should look at doing something there, like do a bit of research, and there must be places around there that people say things happened.
Yeah.
Go camping in the desert. That's where they got rid of all the bodies, isn't it? Like whenever
That
you watch.
Lake Mead, they're still
Lake
finding
Mead.
bodies in Lake Mead. So
Oh yeah, still. Yeah,
Mhm,
that was getting
still.
quite low. They were finding barrels and all sorts, weren't they?
They
yeah,
were.
that's pretty awesome. But well, not
So
awesome,
there's
but
a
not for the
location,
person. But yeah, hopefully they've solved some long gone sort of crimes that they didn't know, who they were and all that sort of thing. So that'd
Yeah.
be good.
so there's a location
Okay.
in Good Springs. It's about 45 miles outside of Las Vegas. I used to host the haunted lockdowns out there. So definitely, so we're looking at possibly doing something out in that area as well.
Yeah, and so for people watching, what Mary Lynn and Mike haven't quite touched on yet is, they've touched on it but haven't talked about it. They're actually filming. I believe Shane's helping you, isn't he? Shane Pittman.
Yep. Shane and Josh
Shane
Purvis. Yep.
production company, yeah. They're filming a television show, so they're filming different things, and so hopefully it'll be out, and we'll get a little preview at the event in July. And
Yeah.
I'm really stoked for you both. That'll be absolutely wonderful. And it couldn't happen to two nicer people, really, because
Right.
So look out for that in the future. And also they have on Facebook more so, but you can see it on YouTube. I'll put a link to their channel on YouTube. But they do. How often do you go live each week?
Every
Once?
Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
So every Wednesday they go live. So if you want to pop in and watch Mike annoy Mary Lynn, that's
Sounds
what
about
you
right.
can do. And they generally try to have a guest on if they can, sometimes, but not always. They might be talking to somebody. But yeah, it's a fun podcast to watch. I usually cop it around about probably my lunchtime-ish. I turn it on and watch. Well, guys, I think that's it, unless there's anything else you want to add in, but I'll put the links to everything for you in the description below the video. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in July. I can't wait.
Yeah, we're excited.
Yeah, and I'll even take the chance on my diet and go and get some of those. What are they called, Mike? The fries, pickle
Fried
fries.
pickles?
Fried
pickles.
pickles.
Yes.
Oh my lordy lord! At the Palace, wasn't it? The Palace.
So good.
Yeah, in Virginia City. Oh my goodness! If anyone's in Virginia
Yep.
City, go to the Palace and ask for their fried pickles. Fried
I
pickles.
guarantee you I'm going to eat there every day.
They were really nice, but I'm not going to eat there every day because I went to America with my Australian body and came back with an American body. I'm still trying to lose the American body. But anyway, look, thanks, guys, and thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Take care, everybody.